International Space Station. The engines are at estimated flight speed, good roll, pitch, and yaw program. The Soyuz booster arcing out to the northeast from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. All engines operating normally. Good structural parameters reported from the blockhouse at Baikonur. About 45 seconds into the flight. Good stability on the vehicle as it heads uphill. Engine chamber pressures are nominal. 1 minute, 6 seconds into the flight. About 50 seconds left for first stage performance. One minute, 20 seconds into the flight. Good structural parameters reported on the Soyuz booster. One minute, 45 seconds into the flight, about 15 seconds away from first stage separation. We now have confirmation of first stage shutdown and separation. First stage shutdown occurring at an altitude of 30 miles, 73 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome, the vehicle traveling some 4,000 miles an hour. Second stage engine up and running, performing normally. Structural parameters still reported to be nominal at the 2.5 minute mark into the flight. Second stage performance reported to be nominal. 6 minutes of powered flight remaining. Coming up on the 3 minute mark into the flight. Mark 3 minutes. And we have the jettisoning of the launch shroud that has encapsulated the Progress vehicle, now exposed to the ascent profile. 3.5 minutes into the flight. About 1 minute left for second stage performance before that second stage engine shuts down and separates. Before that happens, the third stage engine will ignite in a slight overlap between the second and third stages. This view now from a camera on the upper stage of the Soyuz booster looking back down. 4 minutes into the flight. 4 minutes and 45 seconds of powered flight remaining. Second stage performance right on the money according to the launch controllers in Baikonur. 4 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight. Good view from the upper stage camera looking back down the length of the Soyuz booster. And we have confirmation of second stage shutdown and separation. third stage engine up and running. 5 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight. 3.5 minutes of powered flight remaining. All vehicle parameters, all structural parameters still reported to be nominal by the flight controllers both in Baikonur and at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov. Good performance by the third stage engine. 5 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight, 3 minutes of powered flight remaining. Six minutes into the flight. So far, right on the money. A perfect ascent profile for the Soyuz 2.1A booster, now under the power of the singular engine of its third stage. Six and a half minutes into the flight. Liftoff from Site 31, Launch Pad 6 at the Baikonur Cosmodrome was as planned at 3:24 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time, 2:24 and 27 seconds a.m. Baikonur time on Friday morning. 6 minutes, 50 seconds into the flight, less than 2 minutes of powered flight remaining. Third stage performance still nominal, 7 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight. Once again, at about the 8-minute, 46-second mark, the third stage engine will shut down, third stage separation will occur, and the automated command will be issued for the Progress to deploy its solar arrays and navigational antennas. 7 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight, 1 minute of powered flight remaining. Eight minutes into the flight, so far so good. Progress on its way to its preliminary orbit. Eight minutes, 20 seconds into the flight, about 30 seconds of powered flight left. Eight minutes, 35 seconds into the flight. We're standing by for third stage shutdown and separation. And we've had third stage shutdown and third stage separation. Now we'll wait for the command to be issued for the deployment of the solar arrays and navigational antennas on Progress. And we now have confirmation of all of the appendages having been deployed on Progress. The solar arrays and navigational antennas have all been deployed normally. After a flawless launch and ascent to orbit, a good ride from the Soyuz 2.1A booster, depositing the Progress 91 cargo ship and 2.8 tons of food, fuel, and supplies for the Expedition 72 crew into its preliminary orbit. This view now from an external camera on the Progress 91 cargo craft. This shows the overlay of all of the data that you'll be seeing on Saturday during the rendezvous and docking of the Progress to the aft port of the Zvezda service module. Just to recap, the launch occurred on time at 3:24 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time from Launch Site 31, Pad 6 at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. It was an 8-minute, 46-second ride to orbit with the Soyuz 3-stage booster performing as advertised to place the Progress into its preliminary orbit. The Progress now will execute a pre-programmed engine firing sequence over the next 2 days to increase its altitude incrementally to match the altitude of the International Space Station for the start of automated rendezvous operations at mid-afternoon on Saturday. Back here in the Space Station Flight Control Room, the Orbit 3 team of flight controllers has begun to trickle in to take a handover from their Orbit 2 counterparts. The crew on board the International Space Station has also entered its sleep period as they await the arrival of the Progress and its supplies on Saturday afternoon. Just to look ahead towards Saturday, we will begin our rendezvous and docking coverage on NASA Plus at 4:15 p.m. Central Time, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. That will result in a docking by the Progress to the aft port of the Zvezda service module at 5:03 p.m. Central, 6:03 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be here with you on Saturday afternoon to bring you all of that activity. So with that, we'll wrap up our coverage for this afternoon. A flawless ride to orbit for Progress 91, now safely on its way to a docking Saturday at the International Space Station. Thank you for joining us today. We'll sign off for now. This is Mission Control Houston.